All right, so I'm going to tell you why you struggle with this matchup before we even start, of course, because yes, Trist is tough to play against. So, look, we can break down the matchup like in simple terms, or in like almost like you can compare the two champs. You can do this with almost any matchup. It's like, okay, you take the two champs in a small trade where you quickly hit her with Q in which takes what? A second. So in a 1 second trade, who wins? You, right? Because she gets you with one auto, you hit her with a Q, and that's it. Your Q does more damage than her one auto, right? You go and then you take the trade a little bit further. Let's say you hit her with Q and an auto and an auto. Q and two autos to proc your electrocute. Then she hits you with auto, right? Then now the trade's going to be actually pretty close. But here's the problem with that. We're not taking into account any of her abilities, right? So basically, at the end of the day, the important part here is to understand that the shorter the trade, the better for you in this matchup. Because anything past a small trade, she wins. Also, Tristana is like a very legitimate threat in lane, but I have a feeling the thing that you are going to be missing here is how is what you need to be baiting from her and like when to trade. Because the thing with Trist, the reason why Trist is so good in lane is she naturally pushes, right? Like she literally doesn't need to use abilities to push. Her E will do it for her. This works against her slightly, not enough though. Like it works against her in a way where like she can't freeze if she wants or something. But at the end of the day, pushing is the strongest thing, and we know that. So she pushes nonstop. She wins any trade that's like past like a 1 second trade. So yeah, naturally the lane can be a little bit tricky. So knowing those things, I'll show you like how you're supposed to play around that. So first off, we want to make sure we're not like giving her free autos, and we need to be using your. Oh brother. Damn, they're pissed. Okay, let's see what you do here. Okay. Uh-oh. I don't like this. So, you're already asking to lose. So, I mean, I guess we need to go even simpler now that I think about it. I guess we need to touch on the fact that, like, the reason why she wins past a 1 second trade, or like why you need to keep the trade small, is because she's an AD champ, right? So your AP, she's AD, meaning her autos just do way more. So right here, I mean, you should lose minimum half your HP. If you don't kite backwards, she should kill you here. We'll see what happens, but. Like I said, minimum half HP. Oh, yeah, you're just trolling. That's hilarious. Okay, I guess you're godlike. Like, I don't know what to say, man. Fuck me, I guess. But anyway. Obviously, you were fucking hard trolling here. Here's the thing, though. I feel like you know that AD champions are stronger than you, so I'm confused as to why you did this in the first place. I'm confused. Like, was there a specific reason, or like why you're just like willingly walking up into her face like this? Or was there no reason? Yo, Faso, thanks for the raid, brother. It was meant specifically to wake up my brain, but I was trying to block her from coming into lane. Oh yeah, this would be fine if it was like an AP champ. Well, it really does depend. For the most part, like it really comes down to who's stronger at level 1. Like, for example, let's say this is like Ari. If this is Ari, then, she hits you with auto and then W and then auto. She procs electrocute. Her W gives her some movement speed. You might miss your Q and then she just wins. Like, you can only just like zone them off of the lane like this and make them take the long way if it's, either you're even at level 1 or you're stronger. Zoe's not some like powerhouse level 1, but she's not terrible. It just comes down to knowing that. Like, if they're a melee, like if this is Zed, then yeah. Like if they're a useless melee level 1, then for sure. Like if it's a Zed, potentially Fizz. Like, it's not like the melees will, like, it's not like you can just ignore the melees, like, disrespect them. If you let them get on top of you, other than Zed, you win. But anyway, point is, this is like a good example of why you can't give her this ever. So, but as you can see here, her E is a 16-second cooldown. This is like Trist's main weakness. Her main weakness is, look, let's look at every cooldown. 20 seconds on Q, 22 seconds on W, 16 on E. Those are some fat cooldowns for every ability. Now, her W does reset if she gets a kill or if she fully explodes her bomb. This will be very important in a bit, because I'm assuming we're going to actually have to talk about that. I'm not sure how much Trist knowledge you have. But, so, this calculated bait. Oh, you actually started Corrupting Pot. Nice. I like, so you're doing that thing I was telling you to do. I can't believe she didn't flash on auto. Okay. Hard push. Pot up again. Auto. Faster. Kill the front line. Nice. I would rather you do optimal damage, but it's okay. Oh, actually, not. I mean, you're gonna have to stay on the wave because you push too slow. You could have crashed this. You could have crashed this. It can be hard to tell in these scenarios, but I'll show you why. Like what kind of lets you know you could crash this. Yeah, what's up? What name do I use? No, I haven't played yet. I'm doing this quick little laning VOD review and then we'll start. So the reason why you can crash this is because right here, this is what tells you. As your next wave gets here, oh my god, I'm getting cancer. Okay, there we go. As you get back, or as your next wave gets here, like your wave here is big enough that if you like kill the front line, they'll just start to shred the rest of the wave. Like you have such a big wave here, and then like you can just focus front line, and it just got here. If there was only like 3 minions, like you only had 3 blue minions, and let's say the first wave, there were look how many minions you're gonna have here in a sec. Dude, this game. Okay, look. So the leftover minions from the first wave, 5. Let's say there's only like 1 or 2. It's a little bit different. But you actually have like 5 leftover minions here, and all the ranged ones are alive, which is the important part. So since the ranged ones are alive, when the next wave gets here, you're gonna have enough damage to. But as long as you kill the front line, you need to be optimal with your damage here. So I would like if you hit everything. It's hard not to sometimes, but so like your bubble should be on the melee here, and then you'd be fine. Yeah. Quickly telling how strong your wave will be and if you're going to have enough time to crash is tough. Because this one would have been a bit tight time-wise. So, like, I wouldn't even expect you to be able to do it. Good news is, even though you have to stay, because you had Corrupting Pot, like, you're fine. You just need to hard focus this next wave. Problem is, here's the thing, though. If you're not going to crash this one, if you're not gonna like you have to make a choice in these scenarios. You have to make a choice early. I'm gonna try to hard push. If I can't, I'm fucked. But if I don't think I can hard push, I'm gonna push as slow as possible. Because the worst case scenario here is like you try to push, you don't make it, and then the wave gets like here, and then like the minions start running under tower, like half of the wave, and the tower thins it for them, and then it's fucked. But if you push as slow as possible, that the odds of that happening are really small. Problem is, you kind of did both. Like you didn't even make a choice. I see. That's like half of League. Half of League is making the choice and then evaluating the choice later to learn from it. But if this looks like no choice, this looks like you just did it. Like you just kind of didn't even think about it because you didn't know. So you just didn't even bother trying to choose. You just didn't know and then just did whatever. And just last hit, I guess. Or like grab your CS. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm always saying like, yeah, that's what I mean. Like you didn't know what to do. You didn't know what to do, so you didn't do any. You didn't do either one. That's half the battle in learning anything. Street Fighter, League, like that's why I always tell you guys, all I really want when I'm like coaching and VOD reviewing you is a reason behind what you're doing, because that means you're actively making decisions. If you're actively making decisions, that means you're actively thinking, and then autopilot won't happen. You see what I'm saying? So, and even when like you don't know the decision, like what to do, it's important to make one and then see what happens. You evaluate. Like, shit, I tried to push here and I didn't have enough time. And then you go back and try to figure out why. Why is it doing that? Please stop. Dog shit game. Anyway. So the problem here is because you did this like half-ass push, the wave does like exactly what I was saying we don't want it to do. Right? This is what we're trying to avoid. Now, she can't just kill you here. She becomes a threat as soon as she hits level 2, but you're also about to hit level 3. So it's not totally doomed. This is where like defensive trades are going to be really important. So, her being level 1 here, you could just bubble her right there. I mean, she's just asking for it. That would have been fine. Okay, she's 2. All right, this is where things get a little dicey. Because you're close to 3. This is where that thing I said that's going to come up that's important is going to be important. So, for her to kill you here, she needs to, so Trist, her bread and butter is W. While in the air, she uses E. The W needs to land. That's the key. Her W needs to land because it slows you. And since she puts the bomb on you in the air, like as you land with the bomb, or as you land with the jump, it adds a stack to the explosive charge. If she doesn't land the W, you don't get slowed, and she doesn't get that stack, and she can't fully detonate it. That's really important, because that means her W doesn't get reset, and she doesn't get the max damage on the bomb. So, that's what's important here, because that's what she's going to be looking for. So, when we think of, like, where you're going to want to be playing, like, the footsies game against her, that's the range. So, you're basically at a nearly perfect spot. You're one micro walk too close. just one. If she jumps it now, we'll just slightly... Triss W range is, like, literally like this arc I'm making. The problem is, it's just like LeBlanc's W, where her indicator will be like this. So she'll jump at max range, but half of the circle will be outside of the max range. Does that make sense, what I'm saying? If not, I can literally show you in the practice tool what I'm saying. It's the same thing with LeBlanc. Because like the max range for her is the center of the circle. Not the edge of the circle, but the center. So the center is here where my mouse is. Here, yeah. I'll just draw it with Epic Pen. I forgot that I downloaded Epic Pen again. This is the same thing with LeBlanc. There we go. All right, so I'll just draw it real quick. So Triss W range is like this, basically. Like this is the max range. Okay. This is so like it's hard to draw with these things, of course, but like this is how far it will go. So like you're not in range technically, but like her mouse, if her mouse is here, this is what the circle looks like. Because the maximum range is the center of the circle. So this little bit here is what will clip you. That's what I mean by like you're literally one micro walk. I'm so curious how accurate I am here. Like I'm pretty sure this is exact. I think this is exact range, and I'm pretty sure, I'm fairly confident. But anyway, point is, regardless if it's exact or not, the point is, you want to be baiting in and out of this range right here, because you have to think of it like this: like she does have travel time. So if you're baiting for this range here, and you're walking in and out, it's like impossible for her to actually clip you because, you know, she has to travel with the jump. So by that time, you're already, by the time, like she has to, one, predict when you're going to walk forward. And even if she does, like has to be so early that it takes into account the travel time. Point is, main point here is, need to make sure the W doesn't land. That's all. Anyway, let's see what happens. Okay, there it is. So she actually went a little bit further than I wait, where was she right here? Wait, hold on. I want to see how close that was. I think she jumped max range there. Well, she definitely jumped max range. I just want to see how far it went. Maybe it was even further than I thought, just barely. The travel time is what made you get out of it, though, like I was saying. Okay. Oh, she walked up. Well, she walked up way further than where she was when I had it drawn. So she was here when I had it drawn, and that was the range. So from here, so no, my range was like perfect. Yeah. So that was max range, and then this is like that circle I was talking about, the half of the circle, and it just barely missed. So you should be fine here. You don't even need to turn and bubble. You can, but she can cleanse it. Okay. Nice. All right. Now, see, this is the part that I expect you to fuck up right here. It's like not being afraid of what just happened. You kill her here if you walk up. You can kill her. She can't actually fight you. We'll see. This is another... Okay, look. You know how I said, like, making decisions? This right here is what I'm talking about. This is where a choice needs to be made. No half-ass shit. Either decide you're going to walk up and, you know, limit... like, there's things that can help you make your choice. Like here, the thing that's supposed to help you make your choice is the fact that she just used her abilities, and you're going to hit level 3 in 2 minions. So if you knew that, then you walk forward, you hit level 3 and you kill her. If you are too afraid, like literally too afraid, then you just reset here. I'd rather see you like walk forward using that information, because you'll learn limits a little bit better, and then like you're just applying fundamentals to the decision, like to the scenario. Because if you think about it, like, what are you afraid of here if she just used her abilities? Well, fuck the Shaco. Fuck the Shaco. Like, think about it like this. You walk up and die to Shaco, or you recall here, it's literally the same scenario. It's the same exact thing. You see what I'm saying? But if Shaco's not here, you kill Trist. So, like, the risk reward is like the same. It's not like the risk is too high for like no reward or anything. Like you're in a bad scenario anyway. Hi, Lento. The thing here is, This is where that little weakness we talked about with Trist, where she can't really control the wave that well, this is where it hurts her the most. So like here, freezing for her would be the best punish. But I mean, she already kind of fucked up the wave. She could freeze here for a little bit, but she kind of fucked it up. But anyway, point is, in general, not just this situation in a vacuum. That's like why you'd walk up here, because you can kill her. Because like if you think about it from her point of view, she doesn't doesn't realize you're 2 minions from 3, and she doesn't realize she dies if she tries to fight you. She has enough HP to where you can bait this, right? If she was like really low too, then it's like a little bit different, because you have no way of getting on top of her. She has to kind of like grief, and then Shaco will kill you. But here, she will probably jump in. She will probably walk at you on her own or flash in or whatever, and then you just kill her because you hit 3. Those are like the options. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to get to. Like the most important part here is that like you need to realize you're gonna hit level 3 first. Like that is very, 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 very important. Not just here, but everywhere. These are just like fundamentals of laning. You should know every time. Like what you should be thinking about that right here. Look. It's not like right there in the moment where like, okay, this scenario is bad. Let me look at my XP. This needs to be all processed way earlier. Here, right here. You need to know that she's going to get back. This wave isn't going to crash right here. But you're 2 minions from 3. And then you do what you can with that info. You see what I'm saying? All this is decided like here. Exactly. So like, you should know right here. Okay, I'm 2 minions from 3, but she's gonna hit 2 and try to kill me. So I need to stay out of the W range. She'll jump in, use her combo. I'll survive, and then go from there. Like this is all predetermined. The dangerous part here, other than Shaco, of course, is literally just like messing up the spacing with the W, or if she's like good, she just like flash W's on you, then like she'll probably just kill you. But that's like, I don't expect that from this elo. Does this make sense though? Or is it just like too complicated to understand? It's like a big part of League. The big point here is such a big part of League is knowing the fundamentals and having this information beforehand, because then these decisions are easier to make. But if you don't have that info, these decisions feel impossible in game. It feels like there is no way you can know these things, like how to make the correct choice, if you don't have these fundamental things in your head. See what I'm saying? That's why that's the most important part of this. And like not letting your HP scare you. Like this is just game knowledge here. Of course, Shaco is pinging on the way, by the way. So like you probably would have died to Shaco, but like that's not the point here. Because basically, like, at the end of the day, it's like, you can know this entire sequence. Like, if I'm you here, this is exactly what I'm thinking is going to happen when she gets back. And then, like, I'm already planning it ahead of time. I'm going to, survive her all in, walk up, hit 3, bait her in, and kill her. That's like all decided early. Obviously, you can't do that currently. And see, like you saying it looks like I could lose HP wise. That's why we know she will try to kill you. That's how I know she will try to kill you, because if you don't know those limits for your champ here, then she definitely doesn't. That's normally like the advantage you have when you main a champ. It's like you know your limits better than they do. Because she has to do that much damage to you with just autos. Well, she has to do way more than that because you're going to level up and get more HP, more stats. You're going to have all your abilities. She's going to have none. I mean, think about it. Like, think about it like this. Look how like free this actually is real fast for me. Even if you're level 2, let's say you don't even level up to 3. You have E and Q, right? She has nothing. She won't have a way, like she used the cleanse, right? So you walk up, you hit her with bubble. And then Q, electrocute, ignite. She dies. Think of it like that. It's like, okay, can I survive long enough for the bubble to put her to sleep? That's 2 seconds. Can she do 234 damage in 2 seconds? Fuck no. Now that this isn't even taking into account level 3. That's how like free this actually was. Not taking into account Shaco, of course. Anyway. Nice. You're doing the thing I told you to do. Uh-oh. Oh, don't like that. What was that? Why you do that? Why you Q the whole wave? Why you mess up all your CS? Because I want to stay garbage. I mean, there's probably a reason. There's got to be a reason even subconsciously. Maybe you used the Q, didn't want to waste it. Maybe you're thinking about something else. Maybe you thought it would do more damage. You know, there's probably a reason subconsciously. Or a conscious reason. But yeah, definitely don't want to be doing that. For not just because you're not going to get the CS though. There's an even more important reason than that. Which I'll touch on in a sec. Panicking? I'm curious on why you'd be panicking in a scenario you're not pressured. Where like nothing's really happening. It's like you're fighting yourself. Is when I'm trying to crash waves. Well, I won't like try too hard to get to the bottom of why you would queue this wave, but I am going to explain why it's so important that you don't, other than, you know, messing up the CS. So currently each of these minions takes 2 tower shots. Yes? One will get it low, the next one will kill it. So, when you do this, okay. Now all of these die in 1 shot. Which means you're like now you can't like the longer you have this wave here, the longer this blue wave coming sits here as well, means you like the bigger wave you can build slow push wise. Let's say actually this is important. Let's say your Q actually does one shot them here. Like, it's so important you don't do that. It's a good thing they don't one shot them here. It's better that you fucked up the CS here than one shot them with Q. Because then you don't get your slow push. Then the wave resets back to the middle. If the waves, so we talked about how in a vacuum, you versus Triss, she wins. She doesn't run out of damage, you do. Right? So if you're both full HP, she wins. Luckily, League isn't like a pure like in a vacuum type game like this in the inlaning phase. So we know she has no cleanse. So if you slow push the wave, right? If the wave stays here for a while and like you have 3 whole waves and you're up this far to like here, if she jumps in, you win. Your wave's going to help you too much. Your wave will let you fight her, as long as you're full HP, of course. If the wave's even, right? If it's just 6 minions here and 6 here, and she jumps in, you don't win. It's not enough. That's only 3 range minions. The melees don't really matter. So, like, in a matchup like you said, like, what, like, it feels difficult because she can outpush you, right? Yeah, if the wave's even, then, like, it's going to be hard to outpush her. But if the wave's on your side, like in a scenario like this, and you're slow pushing, so let's say you're slow pushing, the wave's here, right? She's here, you're here, you have all these minions. If she walks up to auto, like, you can walk up and hold your ground, and you can fight her and, like, keep her from thinning the wave out. Because you know that if she tries to jump on you, so first of all, if you try to fight her, like, to keep her away from the wave, how long of a trade is that? 1 second. We know you win that kind of trade. Then, let's say she doesn't understand this, and she just jumps in and tries to full-blown fight you. Because you have the big wave, you win that too. Now you're creating scenarios to, like, exploit their game knowledge. Which is, again, like laning phase and League in a nutshell, right there. Fighting games too, actually. But creating scenarios where you can exploit their game knowledge is, like, where a lot of kills happen. Look at earlier. When she was here with 50% HP and you had, like, 20%. That's a scenario where you can exploit her game knowledge because she's not thinking about level 3. And she doesn't know your limits like you do. See what I'm saying? Anyway, you're still going to be able to slow push here. It's just not going to be, like, as good. But it's like, you can still slow push. So, it's not totally doomed. What the fuck? Oh, okay. This is no good, though. Okay, so that could have been worse. Okay, she should kill you here, but... Oh, yeah, you should die. She got afraid of your ignite. Okay. So, let's talk about this real fast. So, like, this is... The problem with this here is, like, this is the, like... Not the exact same problem as last time, but it's pretty close. Like, last time, I gave you that list of, like, pushing first. Because you would come back to lane, and then you just ran in like this. Literally, like, straight up, ran right into her. I don't think I'm thinking here. Yeah, because I was going to say, like, there's really no... I was going to ask, like, what's your reasoning for this? Like, so, like, when you get back to lane and the wave is even like this, like I said, you should be thinking, okay, like, I'm playing for the slow push. I know my win condition is, like, small trades, right? So you go for small trades, you play for your slow push, and then once you get the slow push, you go from there. I don't know where the fuck she was coming from. Did she even recall? She didn't even recall. By the way, the only reason you lived here is because of this setup. Otherwise, she would have killed you, for sure. Because you have so much extra HP from Corrupting Potion, Doran's Ring, Darkseal, that you don't get punished here. I mean, you should have still been punished harder, but yeah, she didn't recall. Thanks, Dozy. Glad you enjoy it. But anyway. So yeah, this we kind of already talked about before. Now, this right here, you walking up for this bubble. This is a scenario where, like, if it lands, you can potentially kill her. Notice what I'm saying here, though. Potentially. This is important in a second. You can potentially kill her. Maybe not. She might just barely live. But more importantly, if you miss. let's say you have that big slow push I was talking about, and you miss the bubble and she jumps in. It's okay. Your wave will like help you. Like she can't just dive into your backline, so you can walk up and kind of do way more, have more freedom. But you don't have any slow push. You don't have anything here, actually. So the risk here is way, way, way too high. There's certain ways you can go about this, like to make it not so risky. Like walking up to here, clicking backwards, and then like going for like a very, very like an E where she almost has to run towards you to run into it. That's like way safer. Point is, you shouldn't be going in here at all because there's no reason, and it's like this is like that's like you're playing TDM. There's no strategy. There's no fundamentals, nothing, right? She's so afraid because of the way you're playing, which is funny, that she does end up jumping in here, but then she should just auto you to death. Your ignite scared her. Again, she doesn't know, she doesn't realize like that you can just auto her. She can just auto you to death here. But yeah, should have died there. Oh yeah, you're just asking to die. If literally all she has to do is turn, press E, press Q, and you're dead. That's it. There's like no counterplay. There's really nothing. I'm confused. Why do you feel confident enough to do this? Why do you feel like you can just walk up into her face, into her cannon wave, with minions in between you and her, so you can't hit her with bubble? You don't even have Q up. I'm confused. If I know the reasoning behind that, that would help. I'm assuming she's typing, so we'll give her a sec. Where the fuck? Oh. I think it's corrupting pot. Corrupting pot? I'm confused though. Oh, no, you know what? I bet like maybe it's because like last when we did that live coaching you were Scion, I was like look what corrupting pot like enables you to do. Is that what you're kind of talking about? Kind of getting at? Yeah, you're wanting to utilize it. See, yeah, no, you're thinking about it wrong. It's like the corrupting pot, like this setup makes you strong early game, but it doesn't mean you just like full blown skip fundamentals entirely. Like the fundamentals still come first. This just makes you stronger early, tankier. That's all. Yeah. So like that's normal. It's normal to like have like a new, like something new added to the thought process, and then other things kind of, fall out. That's very normal. So yeah, definitely need to focus like on the fundamental parts first. Not, I would tell you like, look, with these items, you can just fucking run at them. Sadly, you're not Irelia or Kali. What's up, Spawn? Oh wait, I forgot to give Spawn's mod back. Hold on. Why does Spawn even have mod though? Now that I think about it. Anyway, I don't know how she hasn't killed you, but now you hit level 4. Okay, so at this point, so you see how you're starting to get. You see how the wave is like you're starting to build up a wave. And her wave is starting to die, so you're about to have that big wave we're talking about. As soon as this gets here, and joins with this one, like that's a fat wave. That's huge. And if there's a cannon in there, that shit will beat her ass if she tries to hit you. That's when you can start playing the like more disrespectful game, where you can just like kind of walk up. But hopefully the wave gets here. Like hopefully nobody dies before the wave gets here, and I can like kind of explain a little bit more. This is where while you have this big minion advantage with the cannon Like right here. While you have the big advantage, you know she doesn't have cleanse. This is where like walking at her and making her like walk away from the wave is like super valuable. Doesn't mean you have to like literally walk into her face, but it means like if you can kind of pressure her with your body and not let her thin the wave just for a few seconds so this gets here, then it's like you can do whatever you want. Because like she is killable now. Like you have so much HP. This now the corrupting potion's really like kicking in. So like she can't just jump on you because then you'll bubble her and she dies. But yeah, not letting her thin the wave here would be nice. Okay, that was no good though. So this is an important concept actually. Like understanding how certain cooldowns are important to hold them. Like how much stronger they can be not using them. Like right here. Right here, not using your E is stronger than using it. Because the odds of you landing it with minions in front of her is very, very low. But because you having it makes it that so she can't walk up and do anything to you. And like we just said, if she like you're about to have a very significant advantage. So making like staying like not using your E so she can't like change the next 5 seconds. You see what I'm saying? If you use E, she can now just like almost ignore you and actually change the wave. She can hard push the wave, and this whole scenario is different. If your E is up, she can't really do that. Because if she tries to do that, you can kill her. If she tries to get aggressive, you can kill her. If you can use Q here, though, because that's a shorter cooldown, and she's so low that like hitting her with Q here would be like, that'd be totally fine. But this is too big of a cooldown to just send. There's no reason. When she's just hiding behind the minions. But your Q can guarantee you hit her. To be honest, you kill her with just like Q auto with electrocute, but that's not like the important part here. The important part here is the concept of like how much stronger it is to hold the E. This would apply to a lot of different champs too. Mainly ones that have let me think like Syndra stun. Syndra stun, this is a great example of like her using that here. If she misses it, now she's vulnerable and Triss can do what she wants. But Syndra can use Q, just she shouldn't follow it up with stun unless it's like, guaranteed to land. Like, look. This goes so far to, let's say she walks over here, right? She walks over here, you go to bubble her. She has flash. So like a better player could be looking to walk up, bait the bubble, flash to here. If you never throw the bubble, she loses. You see what I'm saying? Like just holding the bubble, holding the E, gives her no counterplay. Even though her counterplay here is like very, it would have to be like high level, like a higher level player would do this. The point here is even if this is fucking faker, there's no counterplay here if you don't use, like, let them either bait your most important ability or, if you don't use it like this. You see what I'm saying? There's no counterplay if you don't waste your ability. But there is counterplay if you use it and miss. The risk is too high. Okay. It's so interesting to me that, like, I got that dog in me, boys. Who else does? Arrgh.
Let him cook.
When you were level 3 with no HP and no abilities, you were just walking into her face. Then once she had no HP and you have all your abilities back up and you hit level 4 and your potion kicked in, now you're like afraid. Very, very confusing to me. Slashbox, thanks for the 14 months, brother. Those are the kind of things that confuse me when I watch VODs. How like you can be so confident in a moment where you shouldn't be, but not confident where they're basically a free kill type thing. But anyway. Okay, you should die here. Because you don't have Ignite. See how our W landed there? You see how our W landed there? That's... If that doesn't land, you live. That's why that's so important. She actually did a good job here of hitting level 5 and then jumping in for this. That gave her just enough HP. It was a pretty good play from her. Oh, okay. Well, she griefed it. She should have killed you. She got afraid. She got afraid of something. I don't know. All she needed to do was auto one more time, blow up the bomb, kill you. Or wait, I think she even did blow up the bomb. Oh, okay, then I don't know what the fuck she was running from. Yeah, I'm not sure. But now you're in a spot where you don't have much counterplay. Now it's hard. You would have to reset. Wait. That was actually a good bubble though. That was actually like almost like a Hail Mary type thing. Like that actually would have, that gives you a chance now. If you walk up, like right here, if you walk up, hit level 5, because it just dropped a goddamn exhaust, you hit level 5, gives you some HP, and then you have exhaust if she tries to fight you. Yeah, you actually kind of clutched up there. Okay, here we go. Oh, fucking cringe ass Shaco. Yeah, that's lame. Alright, well at least he showed and you lived through it. You're looking for that bubble again. Exhaust? Okay. Nice. That's huge actually. Nice, good try. I see what you were trying to do there. It would have been pretty sick if it worked. Or if like you were trying to like Q that minion dies, then you're gonna like then send the Q from there. It looked like, but it wouldn't have ended up reaching probably. So, but it was a good idea. So basically, if I'm you after Shaco shows and you hit level 5, once he shows, now you know like you're safe to him. Now, like see, because you have exhaust. This lets you live long enough. Like, look, if this bubble lands, she doesn't die. She just W's out. But the exhaust and the level up gave you enough HP that you can walk at her. If she tries to fight you, you exhaust her, you bubble her, then she actually dies because you're next to her. But that's why this bubble is not useful, but the previous one was. Previous one was useful. Yeah, if you had exhaust there, that would have been great. Or like if you had bubble up there. Now you're back in that like doom spot where there's not much you can do. Obviously, it's more important to not get to here in the first place over what you like, what little little plays you could make in this scenario. But yeah. Kind of doom. She jumps in. Wait. So he's such a little rat. She should kill your ass. What is she doing? Monkus. Holy shit. Triss is really, really dangerous level 6 because her ult has 300 base damage. Like, it always has been this way. So it's like that's a lot of damage. 300 base damage is really high compared to most alts. So that's why it's like she should just walk at you and press R, but potentially kill her here. Nah. See, that's why the exhaust was so important. Without exhaust, she just like explodes you. Although even with exhaust here, you'd probably die. Because of the base damage. Like, look, shit did so much damage. All she did was W into R. Yeah, you have 182 HP. Exhaust wouldn't even save you. Yeah. Wait, would you have killed her with Ignite? You actually could have traded kills on her, which is the crazy part, but You trade kills here if like you W her as she's flying in, and then like just proc electrocute somehow with autos. But yeah, that's not really that important. It's still like at the end of the day, even though like we kind of pointed out why Trist can be strong in lane, none of this was really Zoe versus Trist specific. Not that that knowledge isn't useful, but yeah, what's up, Crosshair? Surely he doesn't fuck this up. Imagine. Wow. I'm surprised. Wait. What the hell was that? I told you I gave you context? Wait. Told me what? Did I miss something? I must have missed a message because I'm not sure what you're talking about. Oh, okay. I see. It's almost like you were like paying back the brand for holding the way for you. Like, here you go, friend. Wait, did that not heal him? I thought you healed. It looked like your heal reached, but it was actually the... Wait, did the camp give him that much HP? The camp gave him 100 HP. Yeah, it looks like you were trying to heal him. I thought your heal actually went... Like, I thought your heal did hit him, but the camp gave him that much HP. Okay. So, yeah. At the end of the day, some tricky scenarios there. Wait, where is... But... mainly, like, fundamental things.